This is Southdale Wellness. It's our Saturday morning class, 9 a.m. And it's beginner Qigong. We're we're getting towards the end of November now, and we're into the fall season. And one of the things, each of the seasons has a different color associated with and a different emotion as well. And this season, the fall season, the color is white, gray, silver, those sorts of that sort of family of colors. And as I got up this morning and looked outside, there's frost on the glass on our deck. There's frost on the roof next door. So that's where the color comes from. Is one of them is the frost. The other one is, you get some fog, you get lots of overcast this time of year as well. And so that sort of resonates with the color that we've got picked for the season. And as well, so anyway, so that's sort of a bit of rationale around the 5 seasons. And this is the harvest time. And well, we're getting close into winter as well, as we're nearing the end of the fall season. Today, we're going to be working on 8 pieces of brocade, surrounded by a bunch of other stuff. Sort of our standing posture, standing, holding a golden chi ball. And at the end, we'll be looking at the healing sound. There's a lung regulating protocol. The lungs and the large intestine are the meridian systems that we focus on this season. And so we have 2 things that we do for the lung, 2 series or protocols, as you want to think of them. One of them is the lung regulating protocol, which helps to manage the emotion for grief. And the other one is the lung capacity boosting series, which is really looking to increase how much oxygen we bring in to the body. And the breathing and several other techniques there. And one of the surprising secrets, not so much a secret, but is that if you breathe deep and fill the lungs and like breathe in for a count of 4 seconds and then breathe out for a count of 4 seconds, you're actually breathing less frequently than if you're just sitting around and just sort of, letting the shallow breath up here in the top of the lungs. And so if you breathe deep and you breathe long, you're going to get more fuel into the body, and the body's going to be healthier as a result of that. So anyway, we should get back to the mat back behind us and get started on our beginner Qigong. And so first of all, we're going to pull down the heavens. So it's inhale, gathering the chi. Reach up, turn to the opposite side. And then exhale, draw the chi down into the brass basin. And once more. And now we're going to do a bit of breath work. For the last several weeks, we've been doing the 3-part breath, but today we're going to focus on the box breathing, called box breathing because it's got 4 components or 4 parts to it. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause, and then repeat. And so it's like, inhale, pause, exhale, pause is what's happening here. And so you breathe in for a count of 4, you pause for a count of 4, and you exhale and for a count of 4, and we repeat that around and around and around. We breathe in through the nose, we breathe out through the nose. We want to breathe nice and deep down into the abdomen. So you want to expand the abdomen as we're breathing in. And the pause is just a pause in the breath. We don't want to go like, we're not doing that sort of thing. So you don't need to clench up the body when you're pausing. It's just stop breathing and hang out. So now let's see what we can do with this. So you put your hands on your right side of the body. Inhale, we come up. And we pause. Exhale, we go down. Pause again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do one more cycle. Inhale. Exhale. And that's the cycle. So what's this doing for us? Well, first of all, it's getting our mind focused on the present moment. Inhale, count to 4. Pause, count to 4, and so on all the way around. So it's difficult to think about anything else. So we're getting focused on the present moment. The other thing that's happening is we're breathing deep. We're filling the abdomen. We're filling the lungs. We're expanding the abdomen. And we're breathing at a much slower pace as well. And what this does is help move the body from a fight or flight state, with lots of stress and so on, and it moves it into a rest and restore state where we get the immune boosting, the renovation hormones that help repair the body, whereas the stress and the demolition hormones tend to, tear down the body and make it a little worse. The deep breathing activates these hormones that actually rebuild and restore and help to relax the mind as well. So the benefits of box breathing. Now we're going to move into our beginner Qigong class for the day. And so we're going to start with some warm-up movements here. And so the first one is shaking the 9 gates. Our hands are wet. Shake the water off the hands. We get the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders going up and down. We add in the hips, the knees, and the ankles. And then keeping the hips facing front, we look over the shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale. Same breathing we were doing before. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhaling. Exhale. And we come back to the front. Exhale. And we're done with that one. So next is a swinging arm series. It consists of 3 movements. So we start with drumming, turning the head, looking over the shoulder. We'll do one more like this. And now cleaning the dragon's whiskers. Tap the shoulder, tap the kidney. And now flinging sleeves. Turning the head and looking behind. This gives a nice twist in the spine. Two more like this. Last one. All right, and we come back to the front. And now we're going to do a bit of a side body stretch here as well. So far, we've gotten the chi flowing out to the extremities. We've worked on generating some flexibility, torsion in the spine. And now we're going to look at doing a bit of side body stretch here. So take this foot and point it off to the side. And we've moved it out a little bit as well. So all the weight is here. This hand pushes across. This hand comes up and the palm pushes out. And what we're looking to do is get the hand over the foot. The shoulder blades both touch the wall behind you. And we look to the horizon. Push this elbow to the heavens. So breathe in for a count of 4 through the sole of the foot. Breathe out through the center of the palm. 2 more breaths. One more. And we come up and we move the opposite way. Look to the horizon, shoulder blades touch the wall behind. Inhale. Exhale. And now the other side, we'll do one more cycle. Fingers point towards the toes, palm points to the heavens, shoulders touch the wall. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll do one more side. Push the elbow to the heavens, push the hand across, lengthen the side of the body. One more breath. And we come back to the center. And now we're going to do our standing posture for this season, and it's holding the chi ball. So we always start with our foundation, with our feet, with our roots. So the feet should be about a double hand width apart. And you can bend over and put your hands between your feet, or you can look down and go like, yeah, that looks right. Now, the key is the legs are coming straight down from the hips. So the legs are more or less vertical. You want to have the knees slightly bent. You grab the hips, tuck the tailbone in, pull the belly button in, pull up the pelvic floor. That's the hoi in, the bottom of the hips. We lift the ribs, creating space in the abdomen. Nice tall spine here as well. We lift the chin a little bit so we're looking to the horizon. Imagine you're a puppet and the string is pulling you up off the floor, so lengthening your spine. Now bring the hands up so that the elbows and the hands are about the same height. Take the hands out to the side. Bring them behind the ribs so you feel a stretch here in the top of the chest. Now, for holding the chi ball, grab a giant beach ball and draw it in below the navel. So inhale here, we gaze to the horizon and we drift forward onto the toes. Exhale, we drift back. So inhaling, exhale. Inhale, we drift forward. Exhale. Inhale, we drift onto the toes for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4. We drift weight into the heels. Check the knees, see if they're ever so slightly bent. So inhale. Exhale. We're breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Inhaling. Exhale. One last breath. And we'll let the arms relax. And now we're going to do our immune boosting series. And today we're focusing on the series Ren Wu Zhang, and which works with the 5 directions. So we have the red phoenix in front of us, which represents early summer. We have the dark blue turtle behind us, which represents winter, one of the 5 seasons. And then off here, we have the dark green dragon, which is spring. And then over here, we have the gray silver tiger, which represents fall. And then the 5th direction here in late summer is where we are. And this is the yellow golden center. And just by coincidence, I happen to be wearing a yellow t-shirt. But anyway, so we go like this. Inhale, we move forward, we advance towards the red. And then inhale. Sorry, we got to get the feet here correct as well. So let's move the feet out. So we're in our stacking of the bone stance. And the reason for this is we're going from side to side. And you want to stay well balanced here. So the 5 directions of Ren Wu Zhang are forward. This is towards the red Phoenix, then back towards the dark blue turtle. And then we go off to the side. And this is for the green dragon. And over here, this is the silver gray tiger. And then we stay here in the center where we are. And this is the yellow golden center. Now, the movements associated with Ren Wu Zhang, we start here. We're gathering up a cape. We're pulling up part of our protection, our shield, and we're draping that red cape over the front of us when we come down. So inhale, we draw in the green curtain and we're closing up that side of the body. We're building a shell around the body. And inhale, this is the gray curtain, and we draw that in as well. And then finally, we're gathering up the chi. And we're drawing it down into the center. So here we go. So inhale, the red phoenix. And then exhale. Inhale, we reach behind us and we pull up that dark blue curtain as well. And we cover the back. So we got the front and the back done. Inhale, we draw in the green curtain. And inhale, we draw in the gray curtain. And now, one last thing. So inhale, and we push down into the earth, that golden center. So we'll do 2 more repeats here. So inhale, drop the blanket, the red blanket. And then we reach behind us and we pull up the dark blue blanket as well. And now we draw in the green curtain. We draw in the silver gray curtain as well. And then we come here and we push down into the center. Last one of these. So inhale, pull up the red blanket. Reaching behind us, pull up the dark blue blanket as well. And now from the side, the green curtain, we draw that in. The silver gray curtain as well. And now we close it all up with the yellow golden center. And so what we've done here is we've built up our Wei Qi field, the shell, the bubble, the shield around the body with those 5 seasons, the 5 colors, the 5 animals as well. But now it's time to move on to the Golden Chi Ball series. So let's start with pulling down the heavens. Two more. Last one. This week, we're doing the 8 pieces of brocade. And so we start with double hands, hold up the heavens. So you interlace the fingers if that works for you. And if you need to, you can just point the hands towards each other. You do the best you can with what the body's going to let you do today. And so we turn and we push. We bring the hands up. We're here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. We slide down the wall as we push to the side. Inhale here. And exhale. We push to the opposite side. We keep the shoulders one above the other. So inhale. Exhale. So we're still doing that. Inhale for 4, exhale for 4. And we have 3 more to go. Two more cycles. Last cycle. So inhale, exhale. And that was the end of double hands hold up the heavens. Next is king removes his helmet. So for each of these movements, we're looking to do 9 repetitions. And so the idea is you want to get the chi flowing through the meridian, so we keep moving in a consistent direction, and we repeat it 9 times. 8 is the goal. And the 9th one, when you finish 8 and you move on to the 9th, the transformation happens and the body gets better. So anyway, king removes his helmet. The breathing is a bit different in this one. We're still breathing in for 4, we're breathing out for 4, but there's a pause in here as well, much like when we're doing the box breathing. So bring this hand to the kidney behind the back. Bring this hand around to the ear. Turn the head, look to the shoulder. Pull the elbow back so the shoulder blades come together. Inhale, we look to the earth, point the elbow to the heavens. Exhale, we look to the heavens, let the elbow come down. Now pause the breath. Pull the shoulder blades together. Inhale, look to the earth. Exhale, look to the heavens. And we rotate the arms. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhaling. Inhale as we look to the earth. Exhale as we look to the heavens. Pause as we change arms. Inhale. And we'll do 2 more cycles. Starting here. Inhale. Exhale. And we pause. Last cycle. Last side. And we come on down. So that was King removes his helmet. Next is divide heaven and earth. And so for this guy, we're holding a chi ball in front of the navel. We turn that ball over. The bottom hand pushes down to the earth. We draw the fingertips up towards the shoulder. The top hand pushes up to the heavens. We draw the fingertips down towards the head. As we push both wrists away from each other, the hand that's pushing down, all the weight's in that leg. We look to the upper hand. Inhale, we hold the ball. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Hold the ball. Turn the ball over. Then exhale as we push up. Inhale. Exhale. We hold the ball. Turn the ball over. Exhale, we push the arms apart. The weight's in the leg that has the hand down. Inhale. Exhale. So we hold the ball, turn the ball over, push down, push up. We shift the weight into the foot that has the down leg, the down hand. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. And we'll do 2 more like this. And last cycle. And we always start our cycle with the right side first, and we finish with the left side. All right, so that was divide heaven and earth. Next is gather the sun and press the earth. So there's a bunch of movements. Well, there's a bunch of arm movements with this, as there is with all of them. But we cross the hands in front. You bring the elbows to the ribs, right here, directly down from the nipples, just below the ribs themselves. And you push the elbows in here, and we're scrubbing from the arms across. And we're stimulating the end of the liver meridian, which happens to be right there. And so we're doing this. Bring the hands around, cover the kidneys, stretch the front of the body. And then exhale, we fold forward, bring the top of the hips down. Bring the hands down the back of the legs, on little toe side of the feet. And then inhale up the inside of the legs with a rounded back. And exhale, we drop the chi in to the brass basin. So inhale, gathering the chi from the heavens, bringing it into the end of the liver meridian, covering the kidneys, stretch the front of the body with a dragon's back. And then exhale, we come down the back of the hips, the back of the legs, little toe side of the foot. If the hands reach the earth, great. If not, that's fine too. Look back through legs. Inhale. Palms to the legs on the inside. We come up. Then we drop the chi in to the brass basin. So inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause, maybe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we gather the chi. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, we gather the chi. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So we'll do two more like this. So we gather the sun. And we press the earth. And that's that one. So next is pull bow and shoot arrow. And so for this one, we need to be in horse riding, excuse me, in horse riding stance. So this is one of the ways to get there. Bring the feet together, turn the feet out 45 degrees. Now turn the heels out 45 degrees from the toes. Now turn the toes out 45 degrees again and bring the heel behind the toes. So this is one way to get into horse riding stance. The feet more or less parallel, and you want to be able to lower down and bring the knees forward. And when we lower down, we want to keep the torso vertical. If there's some pain associated with this, well, then you want to adjust so that the body is comfortable. Now, pull bow, shoot arrow. We bring the hands up. We slide down the wall. Hold the bow. Pull the bowstring back to the ear. Bring the shoulder blades together. We're still looking at the bow. Exhale, we release. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, we lower down. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we slide down the wall. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, we come up. We watch the hands. Exhale, we come down. Inhale, look at the bow. Pull the bowstring to the ear, shoulder blades together. Exhale, we release. And we'll do one more cycle. Last side. And there we are. That was pull bow, shoot arrow. Next is cat gazes at the moon. And what we're looking to do here is getting a twist in the spine like so, that we had done way back at the beginning with our drumming and swinging arms series, except this time the torso is going to be parallel to the earth. And so you want to look to the heavens. In my case, I have a light up above me, so I'm looking up towards the light above my head. So you bring the hands above the knees. We lift the chin, we lift the tailbone, stretching the front of the body. So inhale here. Exhale, drop the shoulder, turn the head, look to the heavens. A nice rotation in the spine. Inhale, look to the earth. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we look to the earth. Exhale, we drop the shoulder, turn the head and look to the heavens. The spine stays nice and long, the ribs away from the hips. Inhale, we look to the earth. Exhale, we go to the opposite side. Keep the ribs away from the hips so the spine stays nice and straight. 2 more like this. And we come on up. So that was cat gazes at the moon. Now we still have one more movement with the legs in horse riding, stand still. And this is king rides his horse with fiery eyes. So we have this hand, palm up, back by the ribs. This hand, palm down, holding the reins of the horse. The second knuckle from the thumb is in line with the sternum and just below our gaze. And our gaze is fixed on the horizon. That's the fiery eyes. And king's riding his horse. So inhale, we scrub again, just below the nipples, up to the elbow, up to the wrist, turn the hands, come back to the elbow, and we scrub the ribs again. So inhale, exhale, the horse lowers down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, we lower down. And we'll do 2 more like this. And last cycle coming up. Last side. And we come up and we get to bring the feet back together. All right, so that was king rides his horse with fiery eyes. Next, and the last movement in the 8 pieces of brocade is king shakes his body. Now, it's important for a couple important things about alignment here. You want to have the feet directly under the hips, the knees ever so slightly bent, the tailbone tucked in, the belly button pulled in. This sounds familiar from way back at the beginning when we were just doing a standing posture. The ribs are lifted and the chin gazes to the horizon. And one of the things we're going to be doing here is lifting the heels and dropping sharply on the heels. So we want to create vibration through the entire length of the body. You want to feel the eyeballs rattle in the head. But that's just part of it. The other part, another important part, is we bring some qi to the surface of the palms. And then we cover the kidneys. You feel the heat moving in, the qi moving into the kidneys, and we drop the heels 3 times. So here we go. And you want to have the knees slightly bent and the teeth together. So inhale and exhale. Whoops. Last one. All right, that was King shakes his body. A couple things it's doing is any adhesions like between the muscles, any adhesions between the organs. We're looking to help break those up over time by sharply shaking the body. And so you want to get the muscles sliding against each other again. You want to get the organs able to shift slightly as well. And my eyeballs, they do rattle in the sockets. The other thing it does, any slight misalignment there might be in the vertebrae, in other joints, in the legs, in the hips, and so on, over time, dropping sharply like this, especially after working through all the rest of the 8 pieces of brocade, this will help and do tiny, tiny micro adjustments so that everything gets a better alignment. And that was the end of the 8 pieces of brocade. So let's pull down the heavens 3 times. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. And now we're pretty much out of time for today. So we want to get into our horse riding stance. We want to get into our stack of bones stance. The hips over the ankle with the knee bent, the legs straight. And we're going to be moving from side to side here. So we're here. Advance. Exhale, we retreat. Inhale, we look, move to the left. Exhale. Inhale, we look to the right. Exhale, we come down to the hips. And then inhale, we stay here in the center.